see the most important people from, like, in American history are the people that have tried to bring us together and have tried to really, like, fight for life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness and all that kind of stuff. Those people have generally been the freedom fighters, the protesters, the youth, the students. I don't think they're adversaries to American people. I think they're adversaries to our government, which is a separate entity than the American people. Enthralled. I'm, what's the word? Enraged by it, honestly, because it's like we can see that we're having a large degree of difficulty here in America with American citizens. So the fact that we're sending billions of dollars overseas is disheartening to say the least. Issues plaguing my community today is economic empowerment, health disparities, laws and stuff like that just keep people from being able to live their best lives. For instance, take the child support system. It's like I understand that people need child support, but the system in and of itself could be reviewed and changed, as well as the criminal justice system. I see that Ms. Parker has been doing things to try to aid the homelessness in the city. The way that we've gone about it has been extremely well thought out. People are showing up to the institutions here in Philadelphia and are being turned away. I'm not a Trump supporter, but the support, I will say that the support for Donald Trump in the black community has risen tremendously over the past 2 to 4 years with the administration of Mr. Biden. So with all of the pageantry outside here, no, it's not going to bring any positive eyes to Joe Biden at all. I would say the first thing that we have to do is rebuild trust in the establishment. If we want to continue to have an establishment, we need to rebuild trust for all communities in that establishment. And from there, we can start to get people more involved. But I think that most voters, especially black voters, do not want to have any more part in the system because it's been 80 years of us trying to be a part of the system and the system not doing anything for us. I am out here doing outreach for the African American Male Wellness Agency Black Men's Wellness Day. It'll be on June the 8th at 7 to noon. And at the Star Complex on Temple campus.
I'm a big fan of the Ben Franklin fella. I also, am I talking to this? I also like William Penn, the founder of Pennsylvania. Pretty much without him, we don't have America. He freedom of religion was William Penn's idea. I don't really care about shit going on in other countries because money isn't real, if that makes sense. Like, you know how like we just have an endless amount of money and we just fund things? Money's not real. So, I don't know. I don't care. I really don't care. Even they got people protesting the Palestine-Israel thing. I don't know, man. Always stuff going on. They have a contract with us? And do they honor the Bill of Rights? I don't think freedom of speech is a real thing. These guys are protesting. They had to move. They moved. Like, I don't know. No, but the Bill of Rights are all bullshit anyway. Like, it's just words. We're all humans just trying to exist, and we just do our own thing. I do love America because of the freedom of speech, but even that is somewhat, it's not real. It's not real freedom of speech. Well, Kensington, I make Kensington videos different than other people. Most people go in there and they'll go with a camera and they'll go super slow motion and they'll just film the drug addicts. I don't do that. I had friends die down there. My cousin died down there. What I do is I make videos holding the politicians accountable. The politicians said they cleaned up Kensington Ave 2 weeks ago, and I've been down there a few times, and I don't think they necessarily cleaned it up that good. Everybody, everywhere, in every city, in every town, was affected by the opioid epidemic. It doesn't matter where you're from. You know somebody who was addicted to pills. You know somebody who was addicted to this. It's an everywhere issue. The problem with Philadelphia is it's so easy to get that people just highlight our flaws. You know, we don't put up with bullshit. if there's some type of shit going on, we usually get together as a community and fix them, the problems we have. I love my neighborhood. I personally think the presidential office should be a little bit more respectable. Do I say I like Joe Biden? No, I don't. But I think this next election coming up, more people are going to vote against a guy than vote for a guy, and I don't know why. And I've come to the conclusion, it's all theater. It's all a show. They don't give a fuck about us. Sorry to tell you, the MAGA thing is just ridiculous to me.
I think Trump had it right on that one, okay? I don't think we need boots on the ground, and I know we're going to have boots on the ground there, and I think it's wrong. It's another Vietnam for us. I believe they could be our friends if we work with them. I think we need to start withdrawing our money from all over the world and bringing it home. Our country has its own suffering going on right now. We need to take care of America. I think there's a money issue with Congress being able to do inside trading. I think it's harmed all of us. First of all, it hurt the children. Now you're hearing about mental health issues, and that's another traction they want to take control of your children. And it's concerning me with the parents. The inflation has gone insane. If they gave us the true inflation, I guarantee you we'd be running 100%. Where are people being hurt? With their food bills, with their utilities, with their gasoline. That's terrible. They run like the mob. It's a mobster mentality here. They're not concerned about the people here. They're concerned about running neighborhoods down, is what they do. We don't ever change poverty here, we move poverty here in Philadelphia, which is a disaster. We need an economic plan for the city to rise people up from poverty so they can be part of the system. What I'm here for, first of all, is to promote my president, Donald J. Trump. Second of all, is to let Biden know that his time is over. I will go back into combat as a 70-year-old man. I will go back as I was to Vietnam. I will bear arms to stop the infiltration of America.
Being a Christian, I don't think anyone has the right to impose their opinion, their will on anybody else. That's a fine line you're walking. That's been decades of unrest. Even before you was born, I'm 62. Even before I was born, this shit has been going on. They're fighting over a strip, a desert.
My question to you, sister, if it was something that you could do,
if it was something I could do, one thing all cultures have in common is food. Sit down over a meal. You don't have to agree, but at least give them a respect to hear everybody's point of view. And that's what we're lacking in this society. Here and there is respect. No, it's not that they don't like them. The Germans don't like them. The Jews don't do the Germans at all.
So wouldn't this be considered the same thing?
No, we're not committing genocide.
They
tried to annihilate a whole race. They try to annihilate a whole race.
What do you think they're fighting over right now? They're arguing and fighting over. That's what they're arguing and fighting over.
Okay, wait.
About the genocide of a people.
Okay, again, they're there, we're here. We may not agree with
But our tax dollars are over there.
Yes, our tax dollars, because they're allies. And you have to protect your allies to a certain point.
Trump is the greatest president of American history. He made peace with all the international allies. We already funded like billions and billions of dollars taxpayers' money for Ukraine, between Ukraine and Gaza. I mean, keep on funding is not a good idea. Use the diplomacy to end the war with the Putin and Zelensky. They need to come together. America has the diplomacy leadership. Why don't the Biden administration just take the leadership role to end the war? First of all, the war is behind the failing of the American diplomacy internationally. We are supposed to get a war if Biden acted on time to talk to Putin that Ukraine is no longer be a part of NATO. But Biden administration failed in that diplomacy. the war erupted. Now we are helpless to stop the war. We don't want any more funding, but stop the war. Make an agreement with the Hamas and Israel. That's it. Very failure, because they don't care about people's interests. They don't care about people's needs, especially the ordinary people, like common family. They are suffering because of price hike and gas price hike. People are suffering because they cannot meet the end. After inflation and after COVID, everything is messed up because of the poor planning of the Biden administration, poor planning for America. So more Indians, more Asians coming to Trump to support him for the next 24 election this time. So people are growing concern about the America, and we believe Trump is the one who can fix America from the rundown America. Great America. Everybody wants America to be prosperous and national security, right? We want America, the leadership of the world. We want to become the world leader again. So make America great again means we are leading the world with peace and prosperity. So Maga is representing all international American friends. We share the same value, same vision, that America needs to come back stronger and stronger. The stronger America is stronger world.
Fuck you! Fuck you!
He just don't care. His attitude I love. He just don't have nothing to worry about. He didn't take our money to be paid as most presidents do. So, when you get somebody like that, you gotta think about it. We got stimulus checks. We would have never been in this economy like this if he was the president. This is bull. No, I ain't voting for him. I tell my family and friends, I'm a Daddy Trump girl. Church is kind of hush-hush because of where they stand with taxes. And, they get their taxes up, so they kind of like watch what they say and do. But the lady don't speak. You and I doing more talking than she do. You didn't have to pay rent. Yup, you didn't have to pay rent. He passed a law that you couldn't get kicked out. During COVID. But he also let you know to hold up some money, so when it started coming, you'll be able to at least pay and then talk about what's going on. See, so everybody forget about the good he did. Any other president would have had everybody out here homeless into the street. I know when somebody treat you good and doing you good. As soon as they get that straight, everybody voting for this man.
Belts. You want to? Don't get. I am the celebrity boxing American champion, Frankie Girard. I'm also one half of the tag team champion of Titans Championship Wrestling. Too much focus on overseas issues. To me, I don't think it's for the right cause. Most of the people is not even have no dealings or issues with it. Some of them mind their own business and stuff, but they get hit with a crossfire, and I feel sorry for them, the kids. It just never was the same. Everything changed. The state has took advantage of everything, our needs, and for us to be the struggle and everything else, I feel like they're taking advantage of it. For their riches. I think during the COVID, I think everybody's eyes actually opened up and see what's really going on. I don't think it's a shift from the Democratic Party. I think it's a shift of the person that runs the Democratic Party is supposed to be ahead in charge and everything else. And I think that the head is not really doing their part. What really need to be fixing the struggle, fixing what needs to be over here. I know everybody hates Trump, but Trump actually did something that I would never expect him to do. I mean, as far as money-wise, he gave money-wise, and found out he didn't really want, money for him either. So it was a surprise that I would never expect coming from him. Biden was if he's supposed to be our leader, he should be able to know what's going on. actually listen to the people instead of just shaking hands and going past and it goes in one ear and out the other. If you actually listen to the people and actually do what the people needs, then it might change for the best.